Right then guys, so this is the big test now to test see if these particles actually are shelfies. And also, I think what we'll do is we'll also test the fat balls that I did. Now I've not looked at them fat balls since I made them, so I'm not sure whether they might all be mouldy. So this is at least I'm showing you stuff that so you know things are tested right. You know what I mean? I don't want people thinking that the stuff that I do is not tested right, because it is. Now this was done probably about a week ago now, probably longer than that, about 12 days. So we cut the seal where we airtight sealed the bag. Now if this works out, I'll be well happy about it, I will, honestly. Now, perfect. Woohoo! Yes. Now it took some doing, believe it or not, that has took some doing for me to get shelf life hemp. So now it's just another bow to me string really that I can do, and it smells perfect. Smells lovely, does that. Well chuffed about that. So what I'm going to do is now the problem you've got now is the bag's been opened. So the minute that bag is opened, straight away you're adding air to the actual particles. So that means straight away that the bacteria will already have pretty much started to get into that moisture. So what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to freeze this batch now. Now I could reheat it. I suppose I could reheat it if I wanted to. No, I'm not going to bother. I'll stick it in a... I don't know what to do. No, I'm just going to freeze this one. I'll freeze it. Now, I've done this. I ain't done much fishing. I've only been doing about 2 sessions this year. But I'm going to... This does not really appeal to me, to be honest with you. Locally, and nothing's appealed to me. It's... So I ain't done much fishing this year myself, but I've got plenty of bait roll and that. And I'm off to Trent View with one of my mates on the... not next week, week after. For 3 nights. So hopefully we'll have some at them. I've always wanted to do 3 nights on there. I think it's a water where you need a bit of time. I mean, there's a lot of anglers on there, a lot of pressure, and I think it's definitely a water where you need a few nights on there, and I think 3 nights is perfect. So I'm going to get plenty of... I know a lot of krill gets fed into that place, so that's what I'm going in with. I'm going in with whale's breath and bloodworm. The bloodworm, I do. So I am going to need to roll more of that, but you're not allowed to use particles anymore on here, so these will be getting used more than likely. In fact, I'm not going to freeze these. I'm going to leave these out because I'm thinking I'm going to Ecclesfield tomorrow. I'm not going to Ecclesfield tomorrow for a day, so I'll leave them out. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that definitely works, that, guys. So if the way to do it is I'll tell you again how to do it, is if you wanted to do this. Now these bags are perfect because it needs heating at 120 up to 120 degrees. So it's an hot heat that it goes up to. So I heated it to that, tested it with one at baking thermometer things that lass has got it up to 120. As soon as the hemp started to split, which this hemp that I've been using, it's right within 10-15 minutes it splits. It's really good quality hemp. So I'd also not, all I did is it was just hemp I wanted. Weren't really bothered about any other particles in their seeds and that. So I just did hemp and corn. So once the hemp had split, what I did then is I added a little bit of salt, a palmful of salt, only a little palmful of rock salt to it. Once the hemp had split, add it before an hemp doesn't split. That's something I learned a long time ago, a few years ago. But once it's split, add that salt to it and stir that rock salt into it, and then if you just taste it on your finger, it's pretty salty. Rock salt, it's a lot more saltier than normal salt, so that helps as well with shelf life. But then you've got to take it straight from the stove, straight into the bag, and then straight onto the air seal and seal that top. It's important you seal that top, because even if there's the slightest gap in it and air gets to it, then it will go off, and that is pretty much, I guarantee you that. You can keep changing the water as much as you want, which some will say just keep changing water. In my opinion, honest to God, once that water turns to that horrible, it's an horrible smell that it goes to when it's off. And I've seen a lot of anglers over years pour that water out and just add no lake water to it. It don't work. In my opinion, it takes all everything that makes them good, it takes it away from it. It's what you need to do is you need to, once it goes off like that, you need to, if you're going to use it just the once, get rid of that water, use lake water, and honestly God, don't take it home with you, put it in. Don't take it home. You'll probably get away with doing that once. I've known people do it 4 or 5 times. That it's absolutely, they wonder why they're not catching, because they're fishing with something that smells rank. It might not smell rank to you, but to a carp it'll smell rank, because that water will have got inside the seed, inside rested stuff in the cone, and it smells putrid. It smells off. So that's a great way of doing that. If you just get it up to 120 degrees into the bag, seal the bag straight away, and then just leave the bag on the side. It was still warm the next day. The amp was still warm the next day, and at one point it did get worrying. I did think the bag was going to bust, because the bag started off like that, but overnight it really got a lot bigger. I thought it was going to at one point, but it never did. It stood up to it, and it were. It seems to be bang on. So I'll definitely be doing that with my other that I've got done. What's in freezer, I will be reheating that, and I will be definitely making it shelf just to make more room in freezer, really, because I'm going to need a lot of bait for Trentview, definitely. I need at least 3 kilo a day, so about 9 kilo I'll be taking with me. And then buying some of the pellet while I'm there. I think it's 3 kilo for 10 quid. I'll just do a nice stodgy mix. A krill, not in all form. It will be blitzed. Most of it will be in crumb and flake, and then just spod that out to any clean area I see, and then sit on it and see how it goes on. But that definitely works. So there you go, guys. Shelf life.